What's up, y'all? So check it, right? Somebody was asking me about BeatStars, right? I used to use BeatStars, probably 5, 6, maybe I would say like six years ago. I was using BeatStars, right? Now, BeatStars, for those who don't know, it's a platform where producers, we could upload our beats. It comes with customized contracts, leasing. You can customize everything. You can set a price on your beats, how much you want to sell it for, stuff like that. So it's a way to work with artists. I think new producers who just started making music and, really want other artists out there to hear your stuff, I think it's a great platform when you're starting off and you don't know if your beats are any good. So, you could just put them on BeatStars, promote it on your social media, your Instagram, your Facebook, YouTube, you promote it on there. And, it's a good way to start to see if your beats are any good. Artists will reach out and they could lease a beat off of you. And then you could possibly, work with an artist and get a placement. Now, the reason why I stopped using BeatStars is because as a producer, for one, the whole leasing thing, like the price, like majority of these artists nowadays, they're really not going to pay a lot of money unless they have it or is in their budget. That's for one. So that's why many producers are leasing their beats on BeatStars for cheap, right? And there was a time back when I was using it, which is the reason why I started using them. When BeatStars was hot, it was a new thing. A lot of producers was on there. But the issue with that is, once you lease a beat or give a beat to an artist, you never know what happens to the record. So you can have someone in California, someone in Ohio, go on your BeatStars account, lease the beat, get the record off you, and then that's it. There's no relationship. You don't know what happened with your record. You don't know what's the streams on it. You probably you'll never be able to even hear the record majority of the time. So just think about that. You're leasing one beat, and several hundreds different artists could lease that same beat, and what's gonna happen is you can't even keep track of what's going on. So one artist could lease the beat, months down the line, put it on their album, and they could register everything 100% for themselves. So that means you miss out on publishing, miss out on splits, miss out on sound exchange. And it's just, I learned that doing it that way is just, me personally, I just can't, I don't see any benefit in that. Obviously you're getting the money for the beat at that time when you're leasing it, but in the long run, it's like you can't keep track of what's going on with the record. You don't know nothing about the record, and you basically don't even know the artist like that. So it's just like a one-time transaction, and yeah, you're getting paid, which is a good thing. But if you can't keep track of what's going on with your beats or your record, and it's almost pointless. Because if anything, say if the artist puts out the record and it's doing great numbers and it's blowing up, and you just happen to hear it one day on social media, and then you start to ask yourself like, yo, I didn't get no splits for this, I'm not receiving no publishing. So you end up losing out on all the money. And yeah, I know with the BeatStars leasing licenses, it's like they have like a term on the license where if they reach a certain amount of streams or a certain amount of views, they have to buy a new lease. It's a total mess. See, me personally, I'd rather build with the artist personally and build a relationship, and at least be able to reach out to them, to talk to them, to know what's going on. Like, hey, I gave you this beat, Let me know when you're going to release the record so we can make sure we're both being compensated, so we can register the record properly, so, we know what's the proper splits on the record. I'm at the stage where, I'm only working with artists that I know, that I'm talking to personally, because I feel like that's the only right way of really doing this if you want to get paid. But that's just my whole take on the whole BeatStars. I'm not knocking them. It's a great platform, check them out, use them if you're a producer. Try to connect with different artists. But me personally, I feel like I took all my stuff down. I took everything off BeatStars, all my tracks. Like, I want to build relationships with every artist I meet or talk to. Like, I want to build relationships, and I want to know what's going on with all my music, all my beats. I need to know, and I need to make sure that I'm being compensated somehow, some way from my records. Like, I just don't need my beats in this state, that state, all over it. You don't even know what's going on. So yeah, I stopped using BeatStars, and that's the reason why I stopped using them.